Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to the Driveway Engineer. Today I'm going to show you how to make these super cool beadlocks for way less than $500 a tire. So stay tuned, let's get started. Alright, so today on the Driveway Engineer, I want to show you guys how we got to that cool wheel that you just saw and that I'll have in the future because I'm not done yet, so I have to do the magic of television. These are Rough Country 17 by 9 and 6 by 5.5 with a 4.5 inch back spacing wheels. I got them brand new for $72 each with free shipping on Black Friday. Which brought them to a hair under 300 bucks, shipped to my door, which for that price, it wasn't worth arguing with somebody over a $250 set of wheels on Marketplace. How did we get to this with the cool beadlock? And why do we want a beadlock? Well, let me tell you. The reason that you want a beadlock, if I can just prop that up there and have it fall over and be super loud. Typically the bead of your tire would sit here and sit here, right? And the air pressure forces it out, and that's what keeps it on. In my 4runner, I'm running a big tire, and big tires typically tend to come in like load range D, E, F. All the load ranges I don't need. These are, I think, a D. So I want to run very low pressure. Do I need a beadlock? I do not. And this is only for people off-roading anyway. But I don't need a beadlock. I want a beadlock. They look cool. You saw how cool they looked. And I want to be able to run like 5 PSI and not worry about my bead slipping off my tire. So what happens on a beadlock wheel is I've welded this ring to the inside of the wheel. All right, so one of these, like so, drop it right in. I cut these on this plasma table, but I did copy a design from, I think, Total Metal Innovations. There's a bunch of places where you can find these if you're into this. Through TMI, a set of 4 would be about 400 bucks, so you're at like $700 for a set of beadlock wheels. You're not going to come close to that in a new wheel. You can pick up a set on Marketplace, maybe they're what you need, maybe they're not quite, who knows. But anyway, this inner bead goes in here, it gets welded on like so, like I'm about to show you. And then this outer ring, your tire bead will sit on this surface. You don't push it over to the inside. It sits up here, and this comes and sandwiches it, and then you bolt it on, and it's mechanically clamped. The inside bead, you can lose an inside bead, but it's a more aggressive. That's why they always load tires this direction. Because you can just push it over this one and then hook it down. It's very hard to push it on this way and peel it off. So typically you only need like the outer, plus it looks cool. So that's what I'm going to be showing you guys today, is welding these on. You don't have to get very scientific with it. They are not DOT legal. If you're trying to put these on your Wrangler Unlimited and then take your kids to soccer practice and have perfect insurance claims when you rear end somebody getting a latte, this might not be for you. But if you're just off-road, a little bit of on-road, it's pretty straightforward. Eyeball this, center it up. They're not going to be balanced. They're never going to be balanced. They will never balance. So it doesn't really matter. You just want to not like be full retard with it, right? You can put an indicator on it if you wanted to, split the difference. It's going to move around when you weld it. The other thing is, weld that valve stem hole up. If you don't, a valve stem might fit in there, but you'll never be able to reach it. So when I'm done with all these, I'll drill a bolt in down there where I can actually reach it. Other than that, pretty straightforward stuff. You've already seen the short of me welding. I worked on these a little bit at a time, and that's what I'm going to do today. So Oh yeah, you should grind the paint off too. I'm going to do that, but you won't see it. Enjoy this clip of welding and we'll move on to paint. All right, so I think you get the gist. If you know how to weld, you've done this. On other things, I'm able to go a few inches before I can see that it's obviously too hot, and then just back off, scoot at 90 degrees, do it again. If I did this all day, like, I would have a fixture for it, but I'm gonna do these 4 wheels and never do this again in my life probably. At the end, a lot of people want to grind these, and there can be sharp spots where the pool starts and stops. You should probably hit it real quick to knock any edges off, and especially down here where it may have burned, but it's not like a huge deal. It doesn't have to be perfect. Nobody's ever going to see it again, so I'll bring you guys back when it's time to drill for valve stem, show you what that looks like. So you wind up with a stack of wheels when you're done, which takes probably a couple hours, and probably close to a pound of welding wire. Then I just used the boxes. I fogged them with spray paint, totally rattle can, and then 2K cleared, Rust-Oleum 2X cleared, not 2K. Some dude told me that they would chip. Like, oh no, perish the thought. Right? My off-road Beadlocks chipping the paint. Then there's Coconut helping me install them onto the wheels. Pushing them on is a bit of a chore without a spoon. There's a fun picture of me and Peanut pondering our life choices out in the driveway. You know, Peanut was pretty happy. I was less happy. At the end of it all, this is what you wind up with. You drop a few bolts in and torque it down and blow it on the bead like any other tire. About 8 ounces of balancing beads. These are 37s is what I'll use, and I'm ready to go. Good enough for who it's for. So thanks for watching. See you next time.